Hey there, and welcome to Love is Patient. And thank you for your patience. And before we start, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for the subscribers. My subscribers have jumped ridiculously, my views. And I just appreciate the confirmation. I appreciate the comments and the feedback and the interaction. It really means a lot to me. I can't even tell you how much it means. But I was going to say today we are looking at the Divine Feminine, because there's been significant changes, I feel, are afoot. And so we have here Shakti, energy, movement, and kundalini awakening. Listen. The Divine Feminine is going through a sexual evolution, revolution. I don't mean this to sound the way it's going to sound, but like her petals are opening. For the longest time, she was cut off and only available to the Divine Masculine from her perspective. No longer. There is a renewing quality. There are aces in the life of the Divine Feminine. So aces and endings. Aces is bringing in the new, and the universe, spirit, God is giving you a beautiful path. And what's different is that this will be a path of ease. It's been a long time that the feminine has experienced difficulty, lack. The feminine is on the come up, and this kundalini awakening, that is your sexual awakening. And it starts, well, you can't see here, but at like the base of your spine, and works its way up to assist with your evolution, your lighting up all your chakras. Honestly, like this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This reading, I gotta tell you, has been percolating for 3 weeks. I did a Divine Masculine reading about what was it? I think the Divine Masculine, something about inflicting harm through sex. And that video, I think I want to say, has like 135,000 views. Look, child, I'm stunned. But for the longest time, since that video, I've been feeling I needed to do one for the feminine, because let me tell you something. The wheel of fortune is here. For a long time, the feminine was on the bottom. She was crushed, hurting, working on herself, right? Healing, getting new perspective. All while the masculine was out there, we'll just say jucking and indulging in whatever the vice is. Work, drugs, women, gambling, sports, whatever the vice is. That's what they were doing. And the feminine was saving herself for the longest time. But she's realizing that there is something to her sexual energy, and that it's actually time for her to chariot. Ooh! Isn't that funny? This card is number 34. I gotta be over here. I gotta watch this camera. This card is 34, and 3 and 4 is 7. 7 is chariot. She is charioting forward. She's not stuck anymore. This awakening, understanding her energy, her power, her sexual prowess that she had on reserve, she's now come to a realization through both her crown chakra, from her crown down to her sacral, to her root, and from her root up to her crown. It's like this. It's not even a loop. It's like an escalator. You know how they both go, one goes up and down, one goes down continuously, and the other one goes up. It's I don't want to say cyclical. There is a internal work that is taking place that is in tandem, and it's beautiful. So now that I've blah, 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 let me read what this card means. Okay. So Shakti number 30. Oh, look at that. 34. Okay. I'm just going to read the highlights, okay? So she's in her goddess form. She's the personification of primordial, creative, cosmic energy of the universe. So in Hinduism, she's the mother goddess who takes many forms and names, including Kali, Parvati, and Durga, which are all supposed to be aspects of her energy. In a way, this feels like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, if we're going to link it up to, what we talk about over here in the Western world. But the movement, the energy, and the awakening, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So it says here that she's a creator goddess, and she helps you to create and manifest your wildest dreams, as well as destroys blocks and negative forces that cross your path. It says the kundalini energy lays dormant at the base of your spine and is related to, sometimes even considered to be the same as the Shakti energy. It says when working with its energy, your physical body, it'll move through you, through your auras. It will cleanse, clear, activate, and align the chakras, which will all have a positive impact on all areas of your life. Listen, I just got this deck. I did a review on it, and I essentially have not touched it since I bought it. And so for it to just be affirming what I'm feeling in my spirit when I look at this card, it is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here. Yeah, and see, behind her is the snake. That kundalini rising, that snake energy. Wow, it says here, move your physical body to awaken the power of your Shakti energy. Align your chakras, activate your aura, and shine in the powerful being of love and light that you are. So I'll tell you something that I do. When I go to sleep, like if you go into YouTube, right? They have all these like kind of meditations, but I like to play stuff while I'm sleeping. I like to play stuff that cleans the chakras, aligns the chakras, gives healing, heightens my intuition. But I do want to give you one caveat. Go through the reviews before you do it, okay? Go through the reviews. If this has been out for, 2 months and they've only had 20,000 people look at it, I wouldn't touch it, just to let you know. I like to go for the more established ones where it's had millions of views in a short amount of time, and I go through the comments, because we're not all the same, but you will see you'll see two things, and it's beautiful. You'll see how the meditation has affected people, and you will see the most loving comments in there. There are comments of encouragement, self-love, upliftment, kindness, delight, very trusting and hopeful, beautiful comments that if you're ever feeling in a down space and you want an immediate lift me up, listen, go through those comments. They're beautiful. So you want to pick a, you know what I might do actually? I will put a link to one place that I really like to go. And as a matter of fact, if there are places that you like to go on YouTube or other, that you feel that the meditation is beautiful, moving, pure, helpful, uplifting, re-energizing, and healing, please put that in the comments, because I'm really interested in that. But this Shakti dance, this movement, this energy, because for the longest time, the Divine Feminine was stuck mentally. Oh my God, she was stuck in every chakra. Let's go there. Every single chakra, she was stuck. Her security, her creativity, her broken heart, an inability to communicate for herself, not seeing situations clearly with her third eye, the pain that she's in, blocking the information that's coming through her crown chakra, feeling not grounded with her earth star chakra. Come on. Her sense of beauty and self-importance just completely destroyed. This feminine energy is rebuilding. And I really feel like I want to focus on the sexual part, simply because she held out for so long for her masculine. Or you have held out so long for your masculine, right? And you're coming to the realization that, yes, sex is beautiful. It's important. It's a way to express yourself and communicate. And honestly, it's a wonderfully incredible manifestation tool because of the energy behind it and how it completely opens you up. And that's why this Kundalini is so important. And it's interesting that this, it's kind of like, if you will, in a way, a halo. Because I already talked to you how it's kind of like escalators, like lights up, down, like just this, it's a turning on of all of your levels. It's a turning on of your awareness mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, all of it, your well-being overall. Oh, okay, let me keep reading, sorry. So it says here, move your physical body to awaken your power of your Shakti energy. Align your chakras, activate your aura, and shine like the powerful being of love light that you are. So I'm actually going to read all of them. So for love, it says work on your own energy and your aura, yourself, and the right people will find you with ease, because you are attracting the right people now, because you are now in the right energy. It's almost like you've gone back to the beginning, right? You are learning to stand in your power. You're actually learning to balance your 3-4. Your 3-4 being your Empress and your Emperor energy, right? And maybe that's interesting that it is 3-4, even though I said 7 chariot. That's still the case, because there's still movement. There's still energy. There's still a harnessing of these two energies, the 3 and the 4, the feminine and the masculine, the Empress and the Emperor, which is a divine union within yourself, right? And so this kundalini, this sexual energy, this awakening, this internal glow up is now showing itself externally. You might find that when you go out, you're being noticed, right? It's not because your hair is done and your makeup is fly. It's because your energy is saying something. I really hate how this looks blurry. Your energy is saying something, right? It's communicating. Your energy is deciphering who is and who isn't for you. The right ones will approach. The right ones will notice. The wrong ones might notice, but they got to keep on going, because your discernment is in full swing. You've been through the been through. You've done the done. You've dealt with what you had to deal with. And in that process, you have required a quiet confidence. A quiet confidence. You now know how to turn inward, to pray, to ask God, to manifest with God, to assist you in whatever trials may present themselves. And you, my friend, will dance and move and elicit the energy, the knowledge, and the wisdom that you need to gracefully get through to the other side. All right. So, when we're talking about love, it says here that you should be yourself and let your line shite. That's a cuss word in Caribbean terms. I don't know why I said that. Well, I guess be yourself and let your light shine and attract love in all forms, because you're not taking shite anymore. You are so clear about your self-worth and your value that you will not allow people to devalue you. Have you ever been in a space where you wanted to say something but didn't? Or you would take all this time to think about what you wanted to say before you said it, but now you know yourself so much, and you're honoring both your masculine and your feminine side. You're honoring your yin and your yang. And because you're so aligned, you're able to speak truthfully, honestly, lovingly, while not protecting, but honoring yourself. You are allowing also your shadow to speak, because listen, I find oftentimes that the shadow can be more truthful than your light self, honestly. But your light self wants to put on appearances and have everything, look good. And I mean, look what I'm saying. Sometimes we wear the cloak of lightness, but we really want to be authentic and say what we got to say. This is the throat chakra being covered up, but it's now being unleashed. You see that? This card is giving so much right now. This card is giving so much. You be covered up by your shawl of light. But sometimes, as I'm sitting here, I'm just hearing that the truth is not always in the light, how we say it. Sometimes the truth is in the shadow, and it needs the light to allow it to speak. Oh, we're just getting started. We haven't even, I don't even know where we are. I don't even know what time it is yet. Okay, so what else we have here? Prosperity. It's talking about shifting old prosperity program, removing the blocks that have you stuck. I already told you, movement and energy on all chakra levels and all ways and manners of being. So it's saying here that you could do yoga, dance. I love doing Pilates. Pilates will change your body so fast, and you don't have to be in a Pilates gym. You don't. You can get a Pilates, or do Pilates, like either Netflix, YouTube, Prime. They have workout videos in case you didn't know. And you can do it there. Honestly, just those small repetitive movements make such a shift in how you walk, how you feel, how you strut. Oh, let me tell you. Now, your purpose, it says to live a conscious and aware and awakened life and to connect with your physical body with as much love and joy as you are able to. And I already told you, there's such a great appreciation of self that the divine feminine is unleashing and is flowering up within her. Like your cup, if not yet, is soon to runneth over, I assure you. Because you've had all this time to heal. It says here, yoga, kundalini yoga, dance, martial arts, anything physical that heals your body, mind, and spirit. Going to the gym, lifting weights, going for a walk. It's all here in creativity. Releasing your Shakti energy will support, enhance, and expand your creative process in a huge way. A huge way. So that is gorgeous. So let's talk about this, the sexual energy of the divine feminine and what it means. So I got this new deck. It's called Erotic Tarot. Now, I might have to 18 plus this one because some of the images are daring and it's definitely not for children. And I do have children. And my children see their mother as only a mother. Actually, not really. They see the looks that I get when I go out. They see it. They see it. My son is very protective and my daughter gives people cut eye. It's funny. But I tell you, there's a shift. There's a shift going on. So let's talk about this movement, this kundalini awakening that the divine feminine is undergoing. Thank you so much for this reading. Thank you so much, because I feel like, you know, while the feminine has reserved sex for her person, that special intimate place for her, listen. What is that Beyonce song? Cover, baby. We gotta begin tonight. Getting effed up tonight. That's what it is. Now, the way that a divine feminine and regular folk get effed up is not the same way, right? Don't forget, the divine feminine is one within herself. However she expresses herself sexually, be it with her partner or on her own, is what I'm saying. Because she is embodying both the masculine and feminine. I want you to know something. This whole, you know, we're both masculine and feminine thing, meh, okay? I only subscribe to that to a point. It is not, how can I do this? I'm going to put it down here. And I'm not the best drawer, okay? So don't start. The masculine feminine is not male, female when we all have it. It's like this, and I'm sorry, it might not look right, but let's say that this is the yin and the yang, okay? It is this dot, which is, let's just say if this is the masculine side, the feminine side, this is the masculine component. If this is the masculine side, this is the feminine component. Why? Watch me now. Because it allows you to see eye to eye. Done. Okay? It's not that you are half man, half woman. No. There is something in here that allows you to connect. Same way when you're doing your chakras, right? Whatever. They relate to one another. They do not become the other. They're simply a way, an opportunity, what's wrong with this pencil, for them to relate to one another. That's what it is. So when you have your yin yang, mind you, this isn't balanced. I already told you I'm not a drawer. You have your two little dots. Why? Because you are eye to eye. So let me just do something here. Okay, let me go here. Yin, yang, yin, yang. Yin. Can I spell? Yin, yang. Okay. Come on. Yin. Yin. what is the problem here? I even have on my glasses and I can't type. Yin, yang. Okay. Let's see if I can get this now. So if you do it like this, and you come like that, it's not really perfect, but here. So this is the masculine side, okay? And this is the feminine side. I hope this is on the screen. That's the feminine side, okay? So this is feminine, this is masculine. And they each have an eye so that they can see eye to eye. It allows them to relate. It provides you with the opportunity to understand the other person, to gain insight. That is why the runner becomes the chaser and the chaser becomes the runner. Because you get insight and you can understand the other person and relate. It is not that, you know, I'm 50% testosterone and 50% estrogen, or progesterone is actually what it is. It's not estrogen, it's progesterone is what women have, by the way. Estrogen, too much of it, is what helps to cause cancer in your body, just so you know. Right? It's not that you're 50-50, but there's a portion of you that is able to relate to the other. You can have a flower, again, okay? This is so rudimentary, but you could have a flower. And the plant, right, the stem, the leaves, and the flower connect, but it doesn't mean all of a sudden that this flower is a leaf and this leaf is a stem and the stem is the... No. They work in tandem, but they each have their own individual role. And they're meant to complement one another or lend some kind of way to define and understand the other in relation to themselves. Do you understand that? I'm so sick and tired, personally, of hearing, you know, we're all this and we meant... No. How are we talking about the universal laws, yet we want to mix up stuff down here and suspend sense and intellect and intuition and guidance? No, God is not chaotic. God is not nonsensical. Okay? Anyway, that's all I want to say. I really just want you to understand that you do have a bit of masculine in you, or feminine, depending on what your makeup is, because it allows for connection. What is this saying here? Is this gonna... Oh, okay. So we see here, like, white, which I really don't like, to be very honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I know in this earth that we attribute a lot of positive qualities to a certain symbol, but I just finished telling you that this cloak of light often hides the truth. You know how sometimes I say when you're dating someone, you're not really dating them, you're dating their representative? Because they put on this light. Sometimes the light, damn it to hell, sometimes the light is deceptive. Do you understand me? The light can be deceptive. You ever driving in a car and it's a really bright day and the light is shining in so much that you can't see that it distorts? Light can be a distortion as well. Light can have its own shadow. Light can be blinding, preventing you from seeing. Whereas in the dark, you can adjust your eyes. Look, don't get me started. Don't get me started tonight. Okay, so we were talking about the divine feminine and her sexual awakening, understanding that she no longer has to preserve herself. Hell, not willing to preserve herself anymore for this individual. Not at all. Look, what is this? 6 of candles. See? 6 of wands. What kind of candles on? I think these are sex candles. I'm only going to flash it briefly because, you know, I don't want any trouble with the tube, right? But these are I just heard sex magic. I really don't even know what that is. I mean, I've heard it before, but I kind of glossed over that. I didn't really give it any mind. But if I was to just think about it, it's a way of manipulating or a way of trying to force someone to want you. But that's not what this divine feminine has to do. She doesn't have to force anybody to want to be with her. She has got it going on because of the energy she's exuding, the confidence that she has. She knows herself better now. And so I almost feel like when it comes to this sexual emergence that's going on, she's not going to get caught up. Do you understand? Like if you've ever been with your DM, and yes, it can be, look at that tower. And look at the kind of tower this is. This card has to come out. Okay. That has to come out. I don't know about you, but when I see this, I think of Drake. Right? But look at this tower. It feels to me like they're behind a building. This is hidden. 16 again. 16. 6 and 1 is 7. 7, 7, chariot. Chariot. I don't know, but whoever you get, he's strong. He's strong. What are his tattoos saying? Hold on. What are the tattoos that are here? Can't really make that out. Oh, there's a lightning bolt. That's so interesting. Look, DF, you are going to find someone. Now, listen, you're not going to take on a scrub. You understand? Like this person who's coming in to assist with the kundalini awakening, he's going to be a higher level than what you're accustomed to dealing with. I'm not saying that this guy is the guy. I'm not saying that, right? And I want to say be it soulmate or otherwise, right? Because for me, just so that you know, when I read the tarot, I know that people want to say that the high priestess and the hierophant are the ultimate couple. I call BS on that. I think when you go back to original tarot, you will see that it's the high priestess and the magician. That's who it is. It is the high priestess and the magician. To me, be it that you want to say that, you know, you got the queen and king of, be it cups, swords, wands, or pentacles, that's a match, right? But for me, when I'm reading and I see the high priestess, and if the deck has him as a hierophant, to me, that's soulmate. If you got the high priestess with the magician, then that's another divine union. You understand? Because as this thing has twisted itself down and gone into other cultures and whatnot, people shift the ideas. And that's fine. When you're making a deck, you can do that. But the ultimate couple, the ultimate spiritual couple for me is the magician and the high priestess. Not the high priestess and the hierophant. That's an as above, so below kind of situation there. Right? Whereas the magician, again, the magician with the manifestation, linking up with the high priestess in that kundalini energy of secrets and knowledge and manifestation and co-creation, but you can't touch that. All right. Okay, let me take off this flashlight. By the way, I got my iPhone 14. I love it. I do. I never had a Plus before. I didn't. I'm going to do a little, just a little video about it because obviously I'm not an IT person. I'm not a tech person. But in case you were curious about the phone and getting it and all that kind of stuff, I will share some of that info with you. Anyway, back to this. Divine Feminine is about to enjoy herself immensely, darling. And it's going to rock your world. And I don't think that the feminine is going to get tied in emotionally to this. You understand? This is simply a way just for her to, let's call it, unclog the pipes. Right? And she will be doing so without guilt. That's the other thing. Before, for her to consider this, so much guilt, so much worry, concern, because she knows whenever her masculine was with someone, she was feeling it. She could feel when he was intimate with somebody. You know why she was feeling it? Because he was thinking of her while he was intimate with whoever. I promise you. Woo! What a reading today. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's really interesting. That is interesting. You know why? Because I just finished talking to you about the chakras, right? And so there's earth, star, then sacral, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. I told you that this kundalini awakening is going to align all chakras and really give it a shift. You understand what I mean? The shift that it needs. Oh, I like this. I like this. I like this. All right. This is wonderful. Anything else you want us to know about this? Listen, this is only on 3 cards, all this talking. Lord, I need some water. Hold on. Oh, yeah. He's going to have big hands. Woo! And you know what? He'll be able to hold you up. Now, I mean, clearly he is holding her up, but I don't just mean in that way. Like this, I'm sensing one of 2 things. Yeah, not the third thing, only 2 things. So one is that either this fellow is enlightened, right? Or, okay, this fellow is enlightened and you can have those higher level spiritual conversations with them. They get it. They understand. They're on their own path themselves. And so there's a unifying energy. This lightning bolt here, however, I feel that, there'll be some kind of identifying marker, because this is a tower, there's a lightning. And then if you look really closely right here on his forearm, he has a tattoo of a lightning bolt. So there will be something signifying about them that'll help you to understand that, yeah, this is the person. So it's either going to be an individual like that, or it's going to be, I don't want to say like a dusty. Don't get with a dusty, okay? Don't. Because getting with the wrong person will jack up your spiritual pipes. You understand me? You don't want to end up pregnant with a loser's baby. You don't. So continue to be mindful. Continue to lean on your understanding, right? Your discernment, your intuition. If the energy isn't right, listen to that. If moving in that direction at that time with that person doesn't feel right, you honor that. You don't want to do anything to stifle this awakening. And the reason why you're having this is because you're becoming enlightened. So just the warning here for you is don't make the error by getting with the wrong person. That is actually going to end up setting you back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wow. I love this. I love it. I love it. Woo. Go on, girl. Go on, Divine Feminine. Go on, DF Energy. What else do you want us to know about this? What's this? Knight of Roses. So that's the Knight of Cups. I can show this, I think, because you don't see anything. This is the Knight of Cups. Sorry, well, no, sorry. Hold on. Roses. Shells is cups. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Huh. What does that mean now? Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. I mean, this guy's on his knees. Don't go there, Michelle. Don't go there. He's on his knees. And his wrists are bandaged. Or are those bangles or bracelets? Oh, maybe they're bracelets, because he seems like he likes to adorn himself. Ooh. Adorn. 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 There's 2 songs that come to mind. One is Prince's Adore. But didn't Miguel have a song called Adore? Adorn? Okay, Google. Is there a song by Miguel called Adorn?
Got it. Adorn by Miguel. Here it is on YouTube Music.
Yeah, okay, Google, stop. I don't need a copyright strike. So yeah, Adorn by Miguel is for you. So let's see what this Knight of Roses means in this book. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should say to you that this guy is a slow lover. He's attentive. He's comfortable in his body. Slow in the ways that are necessary. You could fill in the blanks with whatever that means to you. Okay. All right. So what is this Knight of Roses? All right. So it says here, I'm going to read it. I'm just going to cover this one because that picture's a bit much. Punctual. I told you. Methodical. And with great stamina. I got to read the slow. Let me read it. Let me start over. Punctual and methodical and with great stamina. With the Knight of Roses, things will run like clockwork. This knight likes to get down to business. A plan of action may even have been made in advance. As an objective-driven individual, they can become overly focused on reaching the climax, foregoing the wild adventures of getting there. They may need a gentle prod to tune into their emotions and inject, you hear that? Inject a little more passion into their action, because this is not a Knight of Wands you got here. This is a Knight of Pentacles. There's a difference in the energy. I feel like the Pentacles is an external drive, whereas the Wands is an internal igniting fire. That's why I said the person that's coming may not be it, but they fit. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Or you might even have a choice between two, right? So this one is slow and methodical, and you might like that. You might like that attention to detail. But you see this guy here, this tower? This one is fire. If there's two guys on the horizon. I don't know who to tell. No, let me take that back. Take this guy. Because again, he meets the chakras. He can talk to you that way. Now that this guy has come out on the board, I see the difference. I see the difference. Oh, all right. What else we got? Am I facing the right way with these cards? Maybe not. What is this? This is the Hermit in reverse. Oh, okay. So she is hermiting. She is in the reverse. I need something. I know. I'm going to just put it this way so I could take any imagery from it. And we will just kind of put that there. There. We put that there. I think actually she might need a little something bigger. No. We'll use this. There. All right. So this person here, you know, oh my gosh, and look again. There's the kundalini. And earlier I said to you, was it this video? About the sexual awakening, whether it's in partnership or on your own, meaning doing what this person is doing, right? But look who's in the bed with her. Snake. I believe this is known as some people say caduceus or caduceus, right? Let's cover our girl here because she needs some privacy. Okay. Wow, and that's something. Okay, how can I do this? We'll put it like this. Remember I talked to you about how sometimes the light, because she too, can you see that? Has on a cloak similar to this girl. And we talked about the light covering up the authenticity, the truth, making things look a way that they're not, right? And so here we have an individual who's partaking in some self-pleasure, and she's bearing herself. She's taking off this cloak, right? Oh no. She's, this is a little difficult. She's taking off the cloak to actually be her authentic, sensual self. So you can manifest with or without a partner. That's the other thing you need to know with your sexual energy. Okay. Anything else I need to take from this? Yeah, no. We will, and you know the other thing, just as we're here, sometimes you can get a lot of enlightenment and revelation in the moment of climax. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's almost midnight. And I'm hot. I'm hot because I have on a heat blanket, not because of our reading. Just thought I need to make that clear. Okay. What else do we have here? What else is going on with the divine feminine? This one. This one. Okay, that one. Oh, no, not like that. What else do you want us to know? I'm hearing stop. Okay, I'm going to stop. What is at the bottom of the deck? Look, what the hell? Maybe let me cover that. Another snake. This is like 3 in this reading. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. I just had a personal revelation. Anyway, this is the awakening card. I'm going to show it very quickly. Okay. This, and again, you know, this color, this, because these are the angel wings, right? But you're seeing that this color of light is a constant. You have it here with the awakening of the kundalini. You have it here while she is on her own in hermit vibes, self-hermit vibes. And then we have it here as part of the awakening. And there's another big snake. Wow, that's interesting. Because I was going to keep shuffling. Something said, no, don't. Just turn it over. And look what we have here. Oh, gosh. Okay. So what else do we need to know? Okay, this is the Hanged Man upright. Let me, I'm censoring. I'm censoring the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in, yes. Hangman, hangwoman in reverse on this. No longer bound, no longer restricted. Seeing things from a different perspective. Her mind has shifted. There's been a shaking in the foundation. As a matter of fact, I feel like this tower is a precursor to the release, the unshackling that the divine feminine has gone through. And that's why I said, when you see the symbol or a symbol or sign that means something to you, for example, you know, if butterflies mean something to you and you come across a person, you know, that you might have some interest in and they've got a butterfly tattoo. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean. But there is a release here. There is a freedom. There is a release from the things that no longer work. I also want to point out here that we had the snake here, right, as the kundalini, and I said this was like a halo, and look at this halo here. That's a halo of enlightenment. And remember, I talked to you already, and I said, when you are experiencing, okay, let me hold it like this. When you're experiencing climax, right, you can use that as a way to really tap in. listen to me talking like I don't want to share nothing with you. But I'm just telling you, like, there's a light here because there's enlightenment. Got it? Okay, let's close this girl back up. Let's cover that. And let's hide those. Okay. All right, what's this card here? In the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. You know why? Okay, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why this is in reverse. This King of Cups is in reverse because this is not necessarily a love thing. You might have a choice, right? And it's all on the Divine Feminine's perspective. Whatever her idea of success is, right? If her ideas of success is partaking in this, but knowing it's not love, and being okay with that on all her levels, because there's a release inside of her that needs to come out. No doubt. There's a release. God help the brother. There's a release that is coming out, right? Or she might understand that she is interacting or engaging in this, and these are not her loves. This is not her love. However, this is something that she requires at this time. This might actually be part of the unleashing of her creativity. There's a new cycle at hand here. And if you want something new, you got to do it with a new person. Let me rephrase that. That's not how I meant it, although I did. Meaning, if you want a new result, you have to do something new. That's what I mean. So if she wants a different result than what she's been getting, this track of loneliness and being on her own and hermiting all the time or whatever the hell is up, or not getting anything, she will need to change her ways. And that has happened. Her perspective has her with Drake, right? Has her with Drake. You know this guy reminds me of the guy from Twilight. Remember when the werewolf was naked? He's the werewolf guy. That's what we're going to call him. We're going to call him Werewolf and Drake. Not that, well, maybe I shouldn't call him Drake because I don't think, let me not get into it. Anyway. And then we have, 8 of feathers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 8 of feathers. Feathers is swords. Feathers is swords. You know what else I thought of? I just heard that this also could be your divine masculine, meaning, so there's a number of stories here. Let me just say that. You could find your person that lights up your chakras and you're able to connect. Or you can just find someone that you're able to converse with, spend time with, and you understand it's not a love thing. It's not a King of Cups, a King of Shells situation. Or there's an opportunity to be with this person, but they are not your person at all. Or this could be the divine masculine because he's slow, he's naked, and he's available to other people, right? And while the divine masculine felt that he was free on some level, once he finds out that you've been doing the do with you know who, he's not going to be feeling too happy. So hold on. Let's see what this 8 of feathers means in this book, in this deck. Because things are a little different here. So let's just see for a second. King of Shells. Yeah. Yeah. The other message that I'm getting here, there's two things. Like this King of Shells applies to the feminine because these might not be true love situations, right? They're just, she got to work it out. Okay. But I'm also hearing here for the Knight of Roses, which could, in an instance, be your divine masculine. He's going to be very emotionally upset to find out that you are doing stuff with other people, because they were under the impression for the longest time that they had you on lockdown, that they had you 8 of feathers, which is 8 of swords here, that they had you as the hanged one, but you're not hanged no more. And if you are hanging upside down, you're not doing it for them. You will not be doing it for them. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So let us look at what it's saying about the hanged one. All right. I just want to make sure my images aren't... Oh, yeah. All right. So it says here, elegantly bound yet outstretched and exposed. The hanged one finds meaning in her unusual position. There's a discipline and satisfaction in pushing yourself to your limits, even if it looks like suffering to those on the outside. Upside down, you discover your own viewpoint and standards beyond the conventional or mere pleasure. I love that. I can't remember what I said, but I think I said something about, I don't even know. I can't even remember now. I don't want to pretend that. I don't want to pretend that I remember, because I don't. But I said something along these lines about you're coming to your own standards, your own realization. You're seeing the situation differently. How once upon a time you thought you could only ever be with this person. You realize, that's not true. I don't have to preserve myself for that. Because you're realizing and you're reconnecting with yourself, both your Empress and Emperor self, both with your, remember I showed you this yin yang thing, right? Realizing that I am entitled to live a full, lovely, wonderful, bold, exotic, adventurous, sensual, beautiful life. And I've put myself on hold for far too long. And so that's why I need movement and energy, and I'm moving towards my passion. I'm moving towards success, right? And however the divine feminine wants to see the tower guy or this Knight of Roses dude, it's perfectly fine, because she's not stuck in an old paradigm and an old way of thinking. She's getting enlightenment, and we got kundalini, we got snakes all over this thing. 3 of them thus far. 3 of them. And when I think of the 3, I'm thinking movement, energy, and kundalini. Wow. Yeah, she's not stuck. Right? A little teasing and frustration can yield great satisfaction and insight when you're finally relieved. Make sure you decide when it ends. You understand? You might come across somebody that has a little bit of, I'm going to call it kink. They might like to tie you up. You might want to be tied up. Situations like that, you want to make sure you have a safe word, okay? And that kind of stuff, you got to do with someone you trust, right? So all I'm saying is, while you might be excited to engage in the sensual touch of another human, another heart, that beauty, that openness, just be careful, be wise, is all I'm saying to you, okay? Yeah. All right, and this 8 of feathers, let's clarify that. You know what? My kids were playing a song the other day, and I don't know the words, but I think if I sing this part to you, I don't know why it just hit me. I wish I knew you. I think it's wanted me. I wish I knew you wanted me. Why did that come up? That's interesting. This 8 of, hold on, 8 of feathers. Oh, feathers is back here. Eight of feathers. Yeah. See? Bondage. Told you. Humiliation. Psychological entrapment. Prior disappointments preventing present action. This right here, if this individual is supposed to be your divine masculine, they are not going to be happy to see that you have released yourself from the bondage, the mental, spiritual, physical, emotional, sexual connection, entanglement that you had with them, and that you're moving on to other things. You know what, though? Look how this guy's watching her. Maybe she is thinking about him when she's doing what she's doing. That's the other thing. Let's look at this last card here, Awakening, if there's anything special here. So the Awakening, what does it say? An angel calls 2 figures to new possibilities, okay? You can be awed by new vision and potential. There is no return once a good decision has been made, and its consequences can be far-reaching. I told you, be careful who you're choosing to do this manner of business with, okay? Because it can have a lot of impact on your life. And you don't want to go from healing and moving successfully to getting caught into some bullshit where this hanged one has to reverse now and is upright, and you're stuck in this 8 of feathers, because this is the warning here. It is the warning. And some of you, if you don't feel that you're healed and ready, then just hermit. That's all you got to do. All right. It says here to accept a unique opportunity and allow yourself to be overwhelmed. Spread the word. Make a liberating change in your worldview. It says, rise in the challenge of something that must happen. And the words are great. Honesty is liberating for everyone. So there's also a call here for you to be clear about what it is and what you want. I want to say women have a tendency to get attached because there's a certain chemical that's secreted when you have sex or make love to somebody regularly. There's a spiritual imprinting that's going on. You need to be mindful again. You're awakening, you're ready, you're ripe, you want it. No problem. But you don't want an STD, which is a spiritually transmitted demon. I'm not even joking. And you don't want an STD, a sexually transmitted disease, or STI infection, whatever the hell. Everything's politically correct nowadays. Wow. That's a lot, femme. I don't even know where to go from here right now. Anything else I gotta say, God? Something about, okay. This deck? I'm being told to get this deck. I don't know why. I don't think this is a deck that I would have gone to, but it's not about me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. Okay. So I'm in this deck. What am I supposed to glean from this deck? Why did you tell me to take this deck? This card right here. What is this? Oh, Madonna. Lucky Star. Y'all know that song? You must be my lucky star, 'cause you shine on me wherever you are. I just think of you. Okay, no. And I start to glow, and I need your light. Oh, I need your light? Baby, you know, starlight, star bright for star. What's that about? What? For star I see tonight. I don't even know why I'm singing so high. I think I'm thirsty. Starlight, star bright. Well, this could mean that somebody's getting lucky. Lucky. All right, let's see what 23 says. Lucky star. You must be my lucky star, 'cause you shine on me wherever you are. And I think of you, and I start to glow, and I need your light. Baby, you know. Take it over. All right, so it says here, wish making. Fortune and light. When this card appears in a reading, it's time to make a wish. Lucky star is a guiding light, a bright spark in the darkest night. You see? In the dark night. The dark is important, because this dark is, I believe that's where we reside. That is where your secrets are, your deepest, truest wishes, wants, fears reside, in the dark. And that is the part of you that you actually want people to get to know and accept. It is not the light. Anybody could put on fake light. The real true magic is seeing people's darkness and accepting them for what they are. And I don't mean, well, whatever. I'm just going to leave it at that. Right? In Wicca, I guess that's witchy witch. The pentagram is a 5-pointed star that Wiccans use to represent the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Wearing a pentagram could draw more lucky star energies towards you. Think of other kinds of star shapes too, such as snowflakes and 7-pointed stars, which are linked to the angels and celestial realms. It's funny that they said angels and celestial realms, because the minute I read that, I thought of that. Remember when I was talking about the chakras being like this? What I meant was a staircase. Whatever energy going up the chakras and energy coming down the chakras. So your earth star providing that grounding sensation to allow you the opportunity and ability to hold on, let's say, to yourself while you're going through this kundalini experience. And while you're going through it, going all your chakras up to the top, your crown is opening, so then it's able to receive the information and bring it right back down to your root. You see what I'm saying? Look. Oh. And then it says, the 7-pointed stars are linked to the angels and the celestial realms. You can use these symbols. Okay, well, it says spells and meditation. Let's just go with meditation, okay? And know that when this card appears, it is indicative of, did I say dick? Indicative of a lucky break of some kind or a fortunate turn of events. Think of yourself as being a lucky individual. I'm telling you, you walk with that smooth confidence. You walk with it. You've earned it. Maybe you were shy before when you would go out and, you know, you wouldn't look at people in the eye, or you wouldn't look at men in the eye. Girl, look them full in the eye. Yes, let me tell you, when I'm walking down the aisle, men are staring at me full on, coming up to me. I just smile and curve. Smile and curve, but don't worry. I'm going to follow you just now. Trust. Okay, so it says here, think of yourself as being a lucky individual and you will automatically become luckier. Hold on to the card, close your eyes and make a wish, and then go about your day knowing that you are the sort of person that attracts great fortune at every turn. You hear that? At every turn. At every turn. I love that I was directed to this deck. I love it. You see, when you're obedient and you listen, you follow your intuition and those guidance, those prompts, look what comes. Like Divine Feminine, this is a beautiful reading. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm thrilled for you. I'm so very happy. So very happy. So very happy for you. You deserve it. Listen, even camels need, you know, they need water. They can only go so long. They can only go so, well, I didn't even get to, no, I'm going to keep going. Oh, shit. Look at this. Look at this card. Movement and travel, which links up with this 34 Shakti movement. And if you notice, here, it's ships coming in. Your ship is coming in. And then there was this one, right? Static force. It says defense. I almost feel like I would want to use this card as the warning card, but we're going to read and see what Thurisaz means. Okay, where's the book? Thurisaz, static force. Am I in the right direction? Yeah. Thurisaz. Sorry, this book is not in alphabetical order, so you gotta go through everything. There it is. Okay. So this says, thorns are severely sharp. To any thane seizing, it is an evil, measuredly cruel to every man who comes to rest upon it. So it is upright. And it says here that it means resistance, defiance, danger, warning, fight, conflict, struggle, hardship, decision to be made, suffering, difficult moment, need to find stability and awakening. All right. And so it says there are wild forces contained within us. You hear that? Uruz represents the wild forces contained within us. Thurisaz, from a static, inert force, calls for wisdom and mastery of these forces. It has both positive and negative meaning. It represents attack as well as defense, even if the latter, being defense, refers to a protective action, which, like a thorn, is defensive, even almost passive against the aggressor. It invites you to balance the raw energies that animate you. I told you, be mindful of who you're mixing with, because there's energy, like energy is abounding here. You have your energy and you don't want people coming and tainting it. The energy is so explosive, like even if the person isn't that good, right? But the energy is so explosive because they got exploded out. You understand what I'm saying? Unless they got a performance issue. But you're not picking people that don't perform. That's not what it's going to be. So what I'm saying is, during the release for both of you, it is explosive. And you have to be careful with the energies that you as a female are receiving, and you masculine, where you're putting, let me put it this way. It matters what you're thinking when releasing. Okay? One of the reasons I believe that we have so much chaos in this world is because people have chaotic thoughts when they are in the moment of climax. Because it's so powerful. Right? Let's see. It says it incites you to dominate yourself, to control your persistent bad reflexes, your own impulses, which prevent you from taking action. Exceed your limits and try to learn positive things from each situation. There is always good to be gained in these experiences. I would say this to you. You could hear or you could feel. My father used to say that to me. God bless his soul. God bless you, Dad. Dad, I love you. He would say you could hear, you could feel. And I want to say to you, feminine, in this situation, you want to make sure you're hearing. If there's a warning, don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Right? So you're just being asked to trust. Look for signs. Either way, negative, positive, let's call it. Look for direction in the way in which you need to be going. And let's read this one. This is Radho. Radho. Can you see that? Okay. Let's find Radho. And that's about movement and travel. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, boy. This is a nice deck. And I guess it can't be... Oh, this is part of the same thing. That's interesting. I wonder if this is yin and yang-ish. Riding is a comfort to every warrior in the hall, and very trying to those who sit upon a powerful courser over the miles paths. I don't know what the hell that means. But it symbolizes movement and travel, overcoming challenges, departure, and reaching the desired destination. It represents movement by means of transport, but also by living beings. All of these forms of movement can be symbolized by Radho. It draws attention to travel, but it is not only a question of place. It is about the journey of life, taking decisions and initiatives, going in the right direction to achieve something new or different in your life. Radho also symbolizes control and protection during a journey. Moving forward, progression, spiritual path, mobility, union. Yeah, that's funny. This sign is Sagittarius. And what was the other sign? Look at that. The astrology is Sagittarius. They don't say what the astrology here is, but one of the animals is Scorpion. This is now, people. We are in Scorpio season, yes. So I would say from now, I believe Scorpion season started, what, the 22nd, 23rd of October. Okay, Google. When did Scorpio season start?
On the website almanac.com, they say the eighth sign of the zodiac, Scorpio dates in astrology are typically from October 23rd to November 21st.
There you go. October 23rd to November 21st. And this is now energy because Thuraz is Scorpio. And for your reference, you might want to see where Mars is in your chart right now. And then Radho is Sagittarius. That is so interesting. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. This is a now energy. This is a present energy. These are my timing cards. And we literally got Scorpio and Sagittarius, which is from now until just before Christmas. Okay, Google, how many days from October 23rd until December 21st? It's going to be 60.
There are 59 days.
59.
October 23rd until December 21st.
59 days. 59 days. So you can receive this anyway. Within 59 days, something's going to happen. Or you're going to take these next 59 days to prepare. Right? So, if that is the case, 59 days to prepare. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to go and get another deck to help give you some advice and direction on this. I love this reading. I love this reading. I love it. Oops. I love it. Why does my iPad camera look so fuzzy? Sorry, folks. I'm just going to wipe it. I don't understand. That's not even better. That's upsetting. Let's see. Am I too far away? I don't know. Anyway, people, I'll be back. Let me get cards so that I can give you some encouragement, things that you need to do in order to prepare for these next 59 days. It's fabulous. Fabulous. All right, I'm back. And I gotta say, my legs are killing me. I did a walk. I walked for like 6-7 kilometers tonight. And I am in a wee bit of discomfort, yeah? All right, here we go. So this one is personal growth, this deck here. Where is it? There. So we're going to pull from this. We're going to pull from a couple decks. I was really going for one, but, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you for this reading. This reading is beautiful, God. I'm so happy for the feminine. You know what I'm hearing, Missy Elliott? Get your freak on. This is great. What does the divine feminine need to know to prepare over these next? I know I said 59. Okay, Google, when does Sagittarius season end? Okay, Google, when does Sagittarius season end?
According to Wikipedia.org, under the tropical zodiac, the sun transits this sign between approximately November 22nd and December 21st. Do you want a little more context?
No. Okay, Google, how many days from October 22nd to December 21st.
December 21st, 2022 is in 60 days.
Yeah, see? And I said 60 before I gave me the first answer. And I didn't feel that the 59 was right. That's why I had to double check. Way to go, intuition. You rock. Oops. Okay, well, this one came out, so I guess that's what it is. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, luck is on your side. The other thing that I want you to do is pay attention to the moon cycles, like waxing, hold on, waxing, waning. No, don't SOS it. Okay, Google, what phase of moon are we in right now?
Waxing crescent. On the website 9planets.org, they say the moon phase for today is a waxing crescent phase.
Okay, Google, what does waxing crescent mean? Does that mean letting go?
On the website otherbeauty.com, they say waxing means that the illuminated portion of the moon is increasing. Do you want a little more context?
No, it's not letting go. Okay, Google, what is the meaning of the waxing crescent?
On the website otherbeauty.com, they say waxing means that the illuminated portion of the moon is increasing. Do you want a little more context?
Okay. Yes. I don't know why Google asks a question and it doesn't deliver. Let's just see 1 second. Waxing crescent. Waxing crescent. Meaning. Okay, so right now with the waxing crescent, what you're supposed to be doing, it says here, it's a progress towards fullness. So you're looking at what's realistic for you and the steps that you can take to achieve them. Interesting that we would get the moon phase and we're talking about all this. And I said I'm going to go get my cards so that you can figure out what steps you need to take. So right now you're moving towards fullness. I want to say we just had a new moon, I think, like an eclipse. So we're somewhere here because I saw that moon when I was outside, this waxing crescent moon. And it's in this range here. So interesting that this card would come out. That is wild. I feel like you're going to have 2 moon cycles to kind of get things together. Okay, Google, how long does it take for the moon to go through all its phases? I probably didn't say that right. 29.5 days.
They say moon fact. The moon's phases repeat every 29.
Check this out.
But its orbit around the Earth
29.5 days. Okay, Google, 29.5 times 2. That's going to be 60.
The answer is 59.
59. Okay. Yeah. This is interesting. It's interesting that this Wheel of Fortune came out. So what we're going to do is we're going to read and see what this Wheel of Fortune in this deck says. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, nothing lasts forever. If you're enjoying a phase of opulence, savor each moment. If you're experiencing a moment of hardship, ask what can be learned. Trust the cycle of life to move you where you need to go. Which is interesting because we started this reading with where the feminine was, down, you know, now starting to build herself up. The wheel has turned. And I told you at the beginning that this is like Wheel of Fortune here. And out it comes near the end. Incredible. Oh, I love this. I love it. 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 Okay. So let us do, so we did that one. Okay. Let's get these cards out of the way. And then let's do a Moonology. So you're to look at your plans and make realistic goals. Okay? That's what you need to do. Oops. You need to look at your plans. This is a now energy. You have 60 days until the end of Sagittarius season. And you're going to have 2 moon cycles to figure this out. Okay? That's beautiful. And this awakening and the kundalini and the snakes. And I don't like snakes. But I understand that there's supposed to be in tarot a wisdom with it for it, right? This is a gorgeous reading. Oh my gosh. I'm claiming it. Who's claiming it with me? I'm claiming it. You must be my lucky star. Assess the situation. So first quarter moon in Virgo. Okay, Google, when is the first quarter moon in Virgo? Of course you don't.
Do you want to know what the moon in Virgo means?
No. When is the first quarter moon in Virgo? 2022. Okay, let's check 2023. The first quarter moon in 2023 is going to be on Saturday, May 27th. So what is this that you're bringing in? I need to write these dates down, first of all. So, Scorp season, Sag season. This is 60 days, 2 moon cycles equals 59 days, right? Because it does. And then first quarter moon in 2023, May 27th, is bringing in what? It says assess the situation. So we're looking for first quarter moon in Virg. All right. So what it says here is stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now's the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Oh. So you need to be very mindful about the energy that you're starting off with now. Okay, Google, how many days between now until May 27th, 2023?
There are 210 days from October 29th, 2022 until May 27th, 2023.
210 days. Which is... Oh, shit. There's a couple of things here. Remember I was talking to you earlier about the High Priestess and the Magician versus the High Priestess and the Hierophant? Well, right here we're hearing there's 210 days. That 2 is the High Priestess and that 1 is the Magician. Which break down to 3, which is the Empress. $210 days. That's 7 months. Okay, Google. And that again is Chariot. Okay, Google. How many months in 210 days?
210 days is 6.904 months.
Yes, 6.90. Let's just call that 7. Again, we're back to the Chariot. Remember? Empress, Emperor, 3 and 4, 7 is Chariot. And then we had the Tower, 16, 1 and 6, 7 is Chariot. And 1 was the Magician. What? I'm just feeling it now. 16. 1 was the Magician and 6 is the Lovers. What? Oh my gosh. Wow. This is important. This is important. Manifesting. The energies at play here are a mix of flirtatious and shy, inquiring and hesitant, You need to work them in your favor. It literally says this here. I'm not making this up. Wow. Holy. And it says here, energies of the first quarter moon in Virgo, thank you for helping me to, I don't know why it says that. That must be a typo. Energies of the first quarter moon in Virgo, thank you for helping me towards clarity and confidence. And we're talking about that. And look, it says here, tune into your manifesting powers. The throat chakra helps you to express yourself. And we talked about that here. The throat chakra. It helps you to express yourself, your desires, and whether you need more time to think about something. It's located at the base of the throat, and it's in a beautiful sky blue color. This is just spectacular. This is spectacular. Woo! This reading got me going. Is there anything else I feel that I want to pull out for this? I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing astral realms. This is a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I have to do this. I have to do this. I am compelled. I am being compelled. Wow. 7 months from now, 7 months is chariot. 210 days. You've got 60 days to really, 2 moon cycles to work whatever is in your system out or whatever needs to work its way in. Then you got this lucky star, and it's happening now. Moon cycle, November and December. Scorpio and Sagittarius season. Check and see where Mars is in your chart. And what that might mean for you. Oh, 2 of them? Fine. So this, the damn card. The damn card says clarity. Clarity. We just did that with this new moon in Virgo for May 27th. By May 27th, you're going to have absolute clarity on a situation. Lord of mercy. Boundaries. Boundaries. And this is number 21. This is 18, 8 and 9. Then look here. Look here. Hermit. Clarity, hermit, going within. And we had the hermit girl over here doing her thing, right? And then look here again, number 3. So 2 and 1. What an affirmation, confirmation, because I just finished going through calculating how many, where is it? How many days are left? 210. I broke it down to the high priestess and the magician, and outcome number 21, high priestess and magician working its way to 3 as the empress, and we got 3 here again. And this is South Node. Oh my God, this is so interesting. Look, 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 look. Pay attention, look. Charity, number 18, breaks down to magician and strength, having the strength to manifest what it is that you want, being very clear about what you're doing. We just looked up the waxing crescent, and it's waxing crescent right now. About gaining fulfillment and figuring out a plan as to what it is that you have to be doing, what you need to be looking at next. And you're able to gain your clarity because you've gone into your South Node, which is your boundaries. And you're getting clear about boundaries. So perhaps you're getting clear about who it is that you want to be in connection with. I don't know if your divine masculine is coming back. Perhaps that's possible. And you're going to need to have boundaries with him because it's not the same. You are not the same anymore. You've changed. You are a completely different person. You are not the same person. I promise you. You're just not. You're not. And so what you're willing to put up with before, the slowness, the other people in the relationship, all that kind of nonsense that was going on, you're not going to do it now because you have too much self-confidence, pride, self-worth, love. And you have boundaries, you have standards because you were the hanged one for so long and you've changed the way that you see things. And you don't want to be in a relationship with the king of shells in reverse. You want a king of shells upright because you're coming with it and you're bringing with it. And we don't do 50-50. We're talking 100, 100, 110, 110, 200, 200. You're coming with the fullness. You understand? Lucky star. And all this entrapment and worry and depression and sadness over someone not treating you properly, you ain't taking that shit no more. Oh, no, no. Because you got clarity, because you had to go low and go deep in order to finally set up these boundaries so that you don't stay there anymore. I love that. And by the way, I've been looking for a mirror like this. I want a nice big fat starburst mirror. Oh my gosh. There was one more. One more. Okay. Woo! This is a read. This is a read. I feel like I'm reading. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna do this. I didn't do a review on this yet. I have this deck. It's a cannabis deck. So let's see what this deck is saying. This is so interesting. So keep in mind, you got 60 days, 59 or 60 days, however you want to look at it. 210 days until May 27th, where you're going to have absolute clarity on something, and you're going to have your boundaries and standards in place for whatever it is that you plan on doing, and however it is you plan on going ahead. But remember, there's a warning, okay? You did get a warning about boundaries. You got a warning about static force and defense, right? That's boundaries. That's saying no. That's having a safe word, depending, let me cover you up, depending on what it is that you guys are engaging in potential. Whoa, that's too many. And I think I put those upside down, didn't I? Okay, one more card. I think that's it. And then we're going to close off the reading. One more. What? Yet another feminine with a halo. 1, 2, 3. I talked about that here. So what is this? Oh, look. Restoration. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so nice. Irawo. I mean, this feels to me like the Temperance card. Yeah, this is Temperance for sure. All the stars around, the star behind the head, 2 jugs, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. This is also, let me tell you something. As a result of your experience, feminine, you are now able to transmute energies. You are a spiritual, mental, chakra chemist. Do you understand me? You are able to call things that are unseen and make them seen. You have a spiritual power now that you did not necessarily have before, and more will be unleashed and unlocked. Woo! All right, what are we looking for? We're looking for Irawo, which is page 54. It's page 54 again, the number 9, which is more Hermit, 5 Hierophant, 4 Emperor. Where are we here? Am I not in the 50s yet? Yeah. Okay, what does it say here about Irawa? The energy of water has memory and connects you to the unified field where the whole of the source resides. We all come from a creative energy, and within that energy is where you can find freedom. Behind them is a hemp stalk And the Nigerian Ibadan Malimbe Irawo is a card of healing for both inner and outer purposes, which will alter as you go through the changes you encountered in Iku, Gogora, Itan, and Ifarada. The stars have always provided us with, oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. The stars have always provided us with the infinite perspective and sense of possibility. Ira will remind you that your ancestors lived so that you would not have to ask permission to. Oh my gosh. You do not need permission to exist. Thousands had to love for you to be here. Conjure, that's that magician. Conjure that feeling of having an overflowing vase and pour yourself a sense of relief. It has already happened. And if Arawa has appeared in your spread today, please ask yourself, am I showing gratitude every day? Do I believe it will all work out for me in the end? Do I believe in my blessing? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Starburst. Please. This is so beautiful. I want to say to you that by the 210th day, which is May 27th, you're going to have a sense of clarity about your life, about your purpose. You're going to know yourself more intimately, more than you have before. You are going to be manifesting so powerfully during this time. I want you to use the next 2 moon cycles to get rid of things that might be holding you back. No, let me rephrase that. I want you to use these next 2 moon cycles to prepare and plan for a life that you wanted. You're manifesting, you are calling it in, you're bringing it in. I want you to do yoga or Pilates or just dance or just even walking, right? And getting a sense of yourself, getting more intimate with your body, understanding how it feels when your body is cooperating with you, meaning maybe you might have hip pain or your knee. Understanding, getting a sense of yourself, honestly going so deep in meditating that you can feel the blood rushing through your veins and the expanse and the contraction of the tissues in your body, where you can hear your eyes blink, where you can feel the capillaries sinking and deepening into your skin, where you can connect with your metatarsals and your femur and your patella, all of your body, and just check in and ask all of you how you're doing, your cells, your hair, your skin, your teeth, your lashes. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I talked to you about the unity of the yin and the yang. And so what I want you to do, because as it talked about here, about how you're taking 2 things and making them whole, there's a third energy here. There is the person, but there is also the 2 vases. Your cup runneth over. And if your cup is not yet running over the way in which you want it to, you have the power to manifest it and bring it forward. And I want you to start small. Start small. And as you start to see these things coming to fruition, ask for larger and bigger and better things, with the understanding, though, that you're doing it not only to help and evolve and elevate you, but to help evolve and elevate others wherever you go. You're a blessing. I always close this off. You're a blessing. Be a blessing and be blessed, right? Wow. Let me cover this too. I am exhausted, but this was bloody good. Bloody good. 60 days, people. 60 days from today, and then 210 days from today. You determine what it is that you want to accomplish in that time. If there's something that you want to do, I want you to put in the comments. I want to know what it is that you are intending and purposing in your mind. Oh, this was beautiful. I tell you, I don't come all the time. I don't come every day. I come when led. And when I come, when I'm led, you get stuff like this. God is showing off today. All right, people, be blessed and be a blessing. Take care, and thank you so much. Bye.